phone at?
Yes, sir. We're gonna get it on.
Yo.
The VIBEOne. Oh my
hey,
God. We are in here.
Hey.
Everybody is looking amazing. Man, we got the one and only, man. I love this queen right here. The one and only Shelby Patrice, man. Wow. How you doing, Shel?
I am good. How are you?
Listen, I'm doing great. Today was an absolute gorgeous day today.
It was.
Oh my God, I had a nice little slight little breeze. It wasn't too hot. It was just like perfect to me.
It was just right.
It was just right. It was just right.
Me.
Oh my God. I ain't gonna lie. Listen, I wanna thank you too. You know, me and the team, we want to thank you for allowing us some of your amazing time, because I know you always got a lot of stuff going on, but this is truly a blessing to have you on VIBEOne with us tonight to hang out.
I am excited to be on VIBEOne because it's a vibe. I'm excited. I'm here.
Versus.
Yes, sir.
How you doing today, my brother?
I'm fabulous, man. I mean, always good vibes, good everything. I got my meditation in this morning, you know. Always start the day on the right foot. You know, if you guys subscribe to my YouTube channel, you know, I made a video talking about dealing with my depressive episodes that be happening every now and then. And, you know, because you get down, especially during this time, it's a sucky time, man. You know, it's all this coronavirus. Is either mask or no mask. Brother. Everybody is. Dude, you in the modern age, depression is at all time.
Wait, you actually did you did a depressed video?
Yes.
Interesting.
No, I just a brief video and just speaking about it, having a real, you know, real conversation, because a lot of people and people in the comment section is like, man, yo, I can relate to this. You know, depression is lethal, man, because it slips in without you ever knowing. You don't notice it until you're too far off on the deep end where you gain 20 pounds, you know, or, you know, your face is all oily, but and the damage is done, you know.
Now, Shelby, do you have any depression flashes?
You know, praise God, I haven't been through depression, but I actually did seek a therapist. So I do have a therapist that I speak with regularly, like once a week. And I feel like that's important. Mental health is super important with everything that's going on in the world. Because, you know, being in the house for so long when COVID hit, you know, a lot of people are figuring out stuff about themselves that you didn't even know. Like I was like, I'm ADHD. I can't sit still.
Right. I
can't sit still. So, you know, it's important. I feel like it's important to have a therapist and just have somebody to talk to that, you know, you can talk to that's not going to judge you, from an outside friend, mother, father figure, whoever it is. So they won't judge you. It's just someone you can just say, this is what's on my mind.
Right. You know, I always wondered about the therapy thing or whatever. I don't know. I always, I guess I'm more of a self therapy type of person. And you know, I try to do it through prayer and stuff like that. But you know, I don't know. I guess that is a thing, because a lot of people do utilize therapists and actually get some pretty good results out of it as well. Shout out to is that now I don't want to forgive me, because I don't know why I'm so bad with names, but is it Sarah Wins or Sarah Wines?
Cara.
Cara. So CARAWINS. Cara Wines is on it. Cara Wins. Yeah. Shout out to Cara Wins on the checking in with us, vibing out with us tonight.
Right. So, but it's really important, man. It's really important. I mean, like I said, modern age, the depression is at an all-time high, man. You know, especially with mainly social media. It's the number one leading, cause for many people's, whether it's like minimal, moderate, not the extreme stuff where you're just trying to put yourself on the old dirt nap, but it's because a lot of people are comparing themselves and, oh, my life is here, and look at this person, they're rich and they're successful, they have their life together, but my life is not together. So it's just
Right.
many ways. So I had a moment, because it happened, just because like life, you still working on life when you're not where you want to be. Sometimes it happens, but as long as you do the work, and self-awareness is a great tool, and luckily for me, I'm really self-aware, so I know when I'm eating half of a whole pound cake,
Yeah, it's
and
pretty
I'm
darn
pulling
bad,
up
my
in Mickey
brother.
D's just a little too much. Okay,
Shout out
that's how
to
I know
Erica.
depression is coming on. I'm telling you.
Shout out to Erica Harrell and Roman Stewart on the VIBEOne check-in. Shout out to you guys. Hope you guys had a blessed day. We got an amazing show lined up. We have an amazing guest joining us tonight, man. One of my
Yes.
favorites, no lie. This is just Shelby is just amazing. Shelby, like so I I want to know, because I find that it's interesting, and I want to dive
What's
into
up,
it
bro?
a little bit. If you can kind of touch on exactly what you do, because I know I've seen you're a CEO of the university. Now that's Budget University. Okay. And then also you're a adoption advocate as well. So, and then you do a lot of things. You wear multiple hats. So I just want to kind of just give our listeners just a little tad bit of a description of exactly what you do, and then we'll dive into our topics for the night.
Yeah. Well, my name is Shelby Patrice. As you guys know, I am a adoption advocate because I was adopted. I
Really?
Yeah, so I run a business called Budget University that helps with generational wealth and financial literacy. I was previously Miss Black Kentucky USA in 2012, and then Miss Texas US in 2016.
What?
And I'm a
Oh,
flight
okay.
attendant, so I wear so many hats. If I'm not here, I'm flying somewhere, I'm doing budget. I wear a lot of hats, and it's fun. But my main focus right now is Budget University, and that's what I've been doing with the business. And if you go on my page, you'll see a lot of interviews with like previously Claudia Jordan, Fat Joe, and all that fun stuff. So it's fun because I'm building up the platform so I can get different voices and different platforms to come on that platform, and we can come together and we can teach about financial literacy and the importance of generational wealth.
Yes, generational wealth, financial literacy, very important things that is lacking still, even in 2021.
It is, isn't it?
Absolutely.
Very bad.
Let me ask you this. How are you feeling about let's talk about this COVID mandate
The vaccination.
lifting, and I would like to
Liftings.
touch on that a little bit, because I think that it's interesting that certain states are back at 100%. And I don't know if it's misinformation out there. It's just like it's so confusing at times, because it's like at one I don't know, because the vaccines is really being forced down our throats now. And what do y'all think about this? Like, it's a lot going on with that.
Yeah. You know, we were shut down. This week makes a year that we were
Absolutely.
shut down. And
That's crazy.
it is crazy. But how my opinion is that every businesses need money. We need money. And it's like, we got to open this up, get those vaccines out, do what we got to do, order more. I don't care what you have to do. Now, Johnson Johnson came out with one. There's so many different vaccines, and it's people, they're trying to shove that down because it's like, we got to open up. And tomorrow, Texas, state of Texas opens up. No more mask is required. Everything opens up at 100%. So for me, I'm looking at it like, okay, So everything's opened up at 100%. Not even 90% of Dallas, Texas themselves is even, at the point of having the vaccination. So it's to the point right now where it's like, so you mean to tell me everything's opened up, but we only vaccinated the ones that are 65 years and older? They're not the ones going to brunch.
Right.
They're the ones going to rooftop brunches and the clubs and the parties, but we're going to open up everything there. So I feel like it's important that we use our best judgment and we keep doing what we're supposed to be doing. We have to wash our hands. We have to keep our distance. I'm going to still wear a mask. So if y'all see me,
I know that's right, Shell.
if you want to take a picture, we can, but I'm on a mask. It is what it is, but you have to be safe still. And I feel like it's still out there. And I don't care what it is, a vaccination or not. We get vaccinations for the flu. There's still people getting the flu. So we have to be important, but I feel like it's just, we have to be mindful, but I just feel like they just want some money. We just got to get money in because we're giving out too many business loans. We're giving out too many PPP loans. We're giving out too much of this and too much of that. Let's just have the people get their money. So, that's what's happening.
Yeah. Being out here in Houston. So I'm definitely going to be fit. Yeah. So it makes no sense. A lot of people talking about vaccinations, get vaccinated and things like that. It's just like, okay, yeah, but it still doesn't prevent you from getting COVID. You're still going to get COVID or one of the 5 strands that's out here right now.
One of the 5.
Yeah, like one vicious than the other.
Vaccinated. It is. I know I'm going to get it, especially with mine. I think that, I feel like it is important. I am an advocate for that. But still at the same time, I'm saying like, we
got to be smart about it.
Well, whatever. It's like,
yeah.
How do you, okay, let me ask you this. How do you know with multiple vaccinations out there or whatever, because the problem that I had with the vaccines, I just felt like when dealing with medicine, we've always had the drawbacks of it. We always knew, what it was or whatever. Okay, take this, eat before you take this, or be cautious, don't drink and drive with while taking this medication, or whatever the case may be. You had something that it explained what the side effects would be. That's the only drawback that I had, that I have with it, because is Cara, right? Cara said that she's been vaccinated and she's proud of it. So have you had any side effects or anything like that or whatever? Because a lot of people was just saying that when they first got it, their arm was hurting them and stuff like that or whatever.
The second shot though, the second shot is the one that where all the bad things start happening. Most of the time, for most people, it's the second one. The first one, you're okay, but when you have to go get the second one, that's the one that comes with, the very heavy potential side effects. So vaccinations and things like that. It's really crazy, but also you can't blame people for being very suspicious of the vaccinations just because, for the simple fact, like, the way it all, like, okay, when it first started last year, 2020, you telling us, all right, it's going to take like 2 years. 4 months later, we got about 3, 4, 5 different vaccines just popping up out of nowhere. And it's like, wait, hold on.
Yeah.
What you told us it was going to be a 2-year process. Now, we had like 6, 7 different vaccines created. And it's just like, it's very suspicious behavior by our government and people who are we're supposed to unfortunately rely on for protection for the country. So you lost the trust of the people in the public opinion because you're saying one thing and now it's this, and now you're trying to vaccination this, vaccination that, and it's like, okay, but then side effects, and then all it takes is one bad story of somebody dying, and that's what happened. And that's why you have people very standoffish, with the vaccines. I mean, get vaccinated if you want to. If you don't feel like it, hey, that is your prerogative. I hope that, you stay safe all the same. But at the end of the day, you know, like Shelby said, we got to be responsible still, because people are ignorant. All right. Well, no, ignorant. Okay. So in the South, people ignorant. All right, real ignorant out here when the rules are lifted and everybody's just out here going crazy. I'm still gonna have a mask. You know, of course, I'm still gonna. I even say if COVID disappeared now, just altogether, it's gone. Okay, we're back to normal. I'm still sanitizing my hands. That's just something that's gonna stay with me for the rest of my life.
We should be doing that anyway. The thing that I
Exactly.
do agree with, though, I do agree with what Shelby said. You know, the economy got to make money. You know what I'm saying? I understand that it's going, I mean, because really and truly, it's really kind of no different than because I mean, we got other viruses out here that's killing people as well. You know what I'm saying? AIDS and I mean, it's still out there.
You want to wear a condom, so now what?
You right?
It's a mask, ain't it?
Right.
So
you right.
Condom for your face, people. That's something like wear protection all around. You know, even though we have some COVID babies out here, man, that's crazy. That's crazy. People was getting it on, man. During 2020, we got some babies out, but yeah, like we have to understand we lost billions and still losing billions. I mean, if you just look at something like a major corporation business like the NBA, they lost literally $1 billion last year, keeping the NBA going and spending the money on the NBA bubble and all this other stuff. Like, and everybody's operating at 50%, 40%. A lot of layoffs has happened. We have to open the economy back up because we got to try to make money and also get this employment. That's another thing. Unemployment. We got to get these people off unemployment, man, because it's bad. It's bad. It's bad out here.
Shelby, how's it on your end as far as cases and the unemployment rate and things of that nature?
So I live in Dallas. The cases were out of control.
Right.
Out of control. And you know, I still see it. You know, I still see people that are going out, no mask, going here, traveling, not caring. So the cases are going up. And I have a sister that works in healthcare, and she's a travel nurse. And she still gets nothing but COVID cases, to the point where she told them, she's like, can I not have any more COVID cases? They have turned rehab facilities into COVID. And that's why I take it more seriously, because when I hear her stories and when I talk to her and hear about the nursing opportunities that she gets, and they're all COVID cases, that's a red flag for me, because they stopped surgeries. For example, I was going to get an elective surgery, and what happened was they told me they stopped it because there's too many cases in the hospital of COVID, and they can't do elective surgeries. So I see it. The cases are still rapid. The cases are still growing, and we still have to take this seriously. And you know, to me, it's a point in time of just saying, okay, like let's just do what we have to do. You know, so that's how I see it. But as for unemployment, working in aviation, you know, hearing about the furloughs, hearing about the layoffs, hearing about the manager cuts and people taking percentage, like I had to take a 20% salary cut. It's crazy out here. And then unemployment is absolutely crazy. And with me working with Budget University, a lot of people aren't even reading the small fine print when it comes to the unemployment. So now you done had an unemployment check of what, $6,000 or whatever it was a month, and now you owe $7,000 and something in taxes because you didn't try to take out. You thought taxes was taken out, which it was, but it should have been more. So now you're looking crazy and you owe the $7,000. So you were splurging on unemployment checks, you know, living life. I wasn't, but some people were splurging on unemployment checks and doing what they can, trying to get all this money. But now you're looking crazy because you owe all this. So it's, you know, I always tell people, when you're dealing with the government, money, loans, I don't care what it is, you read the fine print. If you got to get a magnifying glass, you read it, because you're going to owe something in the long run because they want their money.
You know what? It's funny you say that. It's funny you say that, because I spoke with a friend of mine, and she was telling me that when she got her taxes back, that last 600 or whatever that they had sent out or whatever, that they took that out of her income tax.
Mm-hmm.
So
Yeah,
what
that's
she
what's
was
happening.
expecting, thought that she was going to get that, you know, and they also hit her with the child care thing too.
Yeah, man, it's bad. It's bad. You know, actually, Barack, no, Obama, he told us. He said it in a very subliminal way because, of course, you know, you have to be political, you know, about these things. You can't just be out here saying, especially as a former president, you know,
Mhm.
because people are still watching you, you know, even when you're out of office, they're still watching you, you know. So, but he said it in the best way possible he could, you know, to the people. Don't take that money
Mhm.
because they're gonna come back for it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
But the
it is
thing about it
unknown.
though, but at the
Yeah,
end of the day, it's like, you know, when you're back against the wall, you got a family, you got, I mean, like, you
government
know,
don't care,
what are you
man.
supposed to do? Erica Harrell said there are multiple videos with Black doctors that aren't paid sponsors or faces of the vaccines, and they explain the vaccine in detail. Just do more research.
That's the
Absolutely.
problem. People don't
Appreciate
do
that.
enough reading, research, and things like that. Yeah, it's just the nature of it. I mean, if you look at a whole bunch of stuff, I mean, all of this stuff can be disputed, and you're give you a clear conscience about things if you just kind of read the information, like the statistics. I mean, right now, really, COVID. I mean, the death, you know, the mortality rate is up, but if you really look at the numbers and the statistics that they provide, okay, that you know, CDC and all the people that they provide, it's certain demographics that are, you know, actually doing more of the dying than others, you know. So it's really like at some point, because really the reality of it is we're just gonna have to get used to it. This is not the first major virus. Spanish flu, all that stuff, swine flu,
Swine
bird flu,
flu,
all this stuff is
Ebola.
we just adapt. We at the end of the day, it's not gonna go nowhere. And I think that's the
Nah.
misconception that people really have. They think that it's just gonna disappear and we're gonna have some cure. It's a viral infection. It's not bacterial. Bacterial, you can cure that, but viral, because it multiplies, you know,
Yeah.
it changes, it adapts. That's why we have 5 strands now. You know, you can't stop it. You just have to adapt and get your immune system up, you know.
I love that, Erica. Erica say the Lord gets 10% and the government takes the 80%. Ugh.
Yeah, that's how it goes, man. But that, yeah, but you know,
Yes, indeed.
we just gotta we just gotta be smart, man. When everything gets the way it is out here in Texas, I just wait. It's gonna
Now,
be people that's not gonna wear a mask. It's gonna be people that's gonna wear a mask. But as long as people are being, you know, clean, just be clean.
you know what's crazy about it though? You know, even when all of this, when the smoke clears, you know, it's been embedded in our minds and planted. Nobody's gonna really be comfortable being around people
Oh,
anymore.
oh,
It's This is something. I mean, you
you'd
know what
be
I mean? Like you're
surprised.
still gonna kind of be like, even when people cough in and different things around you, you still gonna kind of be like on some whoa, like you know,
Yeah.
it's a weird. It's weird.
You'll
It's
be
weird,
surprised,
Shell.
man.
Yeah, it is. And but you know, it just opens your eyes to so much.
Uh-huh.
That's how I see it. Like you just have to be more mindful. Hygiene is important. If you weren't
Mhm.
washing before, I bet you washing now. But to me, it's just being more mindful.
Right, right.
So,
Now,
Yes.
let me ask you this. Ask y'all this. Now, you know, let's talk about support because
What kind of
support.
support? We're talking
I'm
about
talking
child
about
support.
no, not child support. I'm
I was
talking
wondering.
about yeah, I'm talking
Okay.
about like, you know, for people who have independent businesses and content creators and you know, it's like you have Budget University and you're trying to build and it takes the people to help build that. Um, are you running into any walls or whatever as far as on the support tip? Because me myself, I kind of find that you know, when building a brand and you know, building the Vibe brand from, you know, ground zero, from just an idea, I came into this thing like, you know, yo, like, man, I'm gonna get like, I know a lot of people, man, and Facebook, you know, I got a lot of friends over there I went to school with, I worked with, man, like, just like, you know, people I know in life, and just, man, the love is gonna be crazy, man, if they know that I'm doing something positive, and then it's positive, and it's like, yo, but it wasn't like that though. It wasn't like that over there. It was a bunch of people that knew me, but they just wasn't showing me love. I'm talking about even when I got to the point to where I had Beyonce's daddy on my show. That's a huge accomplishment for me. You know what I mean? Like, and I just wasn't getting the love. So are you guys running into that same thing? Like, why is it hard to get love from people that we know? Because strangers are giving more love and more support, and believing in your brand, and just seeing the value in what you're doing and the positive energy that you're putting out there.
Oh, she got a hand up.
Sure. Yeah, please.
She got a hand up. She got some. She's loading up the gun.
Oh yeah, she got a full clip.
Ready to tell you the best way that I could tell you, right? You this is coming from my grandmother. Rest in peace. I love her dearly. But when you're starting a business, the first rule of thumb is don't be mad at someone that doesn't have the same heart as you. Rule number 1. Okay. Rule number 2. All of your support is going to come from your strangers. And when your support comes from your strangers and you start doing what you're doing and going up the ladder, your real friends are going to support you. And the ones that really didn't have your back are going to fall off. And they're going to either say you're yearning for fame, you're fake, you think you all that, you feeling yourself, or your business. Little shade like that is hatred and jealousy. And you don't need that in your circle. It's positive energy only. And unfortunately, it's going to hurt when other people that you thought are going to that are going to support you are there in your circle, but they're not. As you see comments, Kara, Caleb, Erica, that are supporting. Those are my ride or dies. Besides some that I know that are at work right now that are blowing up my text like, oh my God, I love it, I shared it. But it's just the purpose of the fact that certain people that didn't share it, it's because it's not what you're doing, but it's where you're going, and they want to go too, and they're in their head, they're like, damn, but I worked hard, but I want this, but I want that. It's not your time. And sometimes what happens is God puts us in a position to see, you know what? I'm gonna push Sally's business before you, Mary, because I want you're gonna react to her blessing. I'm gonna see how you're gonna react to her blessing before I give you yours to see what you're gonna do with it. It's okay, because what I learned is when it comes to social media, a lot of people are like, but it's just social media. It's just social media. But guess what? Social media is what's in right now, and that's how we're maneuvering our business. And social media is free, and it's free to hit the share button. It's free to hit the like button. It's free to do what you have to do. If you do that, that's free and it costs nothing, then guess what? You're not riding with me. And like I tell everybody, I don't have time to mess around with the mess around. Either you're coming or not. Because Usher also said it in a song. When the bottle's popping and everything is free, but when it's time to grind and it's time to work and it's trying to do what you have to do, guess what? It's a problem. Oh, I gotta work. I can't help you pack up your bags tonight. I gotta work. You know what? I gotta work. Let me go to Starbucks, get some coffee. I'm gonna come to your house and we'll do this late night shift and I'll help you pack up your bags or pack up your packages. I'll take them to the post office for you. That's support. That's friends. What do you need me to do? Hey, you know, I'm just asking for a favor. I know that you know Shaq. Is there any way that like you could see like what
right. That's the accent that is just like, oh my God, I dare you even ask.
You have to be mindful for people that say, well, what's in it for me? Excuse me? Like you have to be mindful. There's a lot of people that are just in it for talk and for show. And there's a lot of people, I call them as t-shirt wearers. They just want to say, oh, I know him. Y'all know her. Remember, yeah, we went to, that's it, but they don't want to support you. So it's so important that you bring people to the table with you that do it. For example, I had this show tonight and I was super excited. My friend volunteered, Caleb, and said, "Oh, I'm gonna come over and I'm just gonna take pictures of you while you're doing this so we can post on Instagram." Right. It's little things like that. And you have to make sure that you surround your people with positive people. And it's okay to tell somebody to cut them off, but you don't have to explain to them why you cut them off because your actions are already there. So if you're not going to support me with my business and I supported you, that's the end of it. Because I didn't ask you for money. I just asked you to share it. Well, it doesn't go with my content. You can share it for 24 hours and take it off. Thank you.
Right. Versus like now, we were having a conversation about that. And, I like to talk about this a lot because it is an ongoing thing. And that is so profound what you just said, because that's real. You know what I'm saying? And I don't know why it's like that, kind of more so with our people. I don't know, it's just like, owning purchasing a corner store, same corner store that the foreigners might have had or something like that, with everything in it that we like. You know what I'm saying? Hair, or anything, you find everything in there. But then it's like, okay, they shut down, they moved on or whatever. The building's there. Me and Shelby and Versus, we get together. We all bring our finances together and we purchase this spot or whatever. We don't get that. We don't get that same love.
I'm gonna tell you why. When it comes to our people, jealousy is a huge factor because it's a competition, and for some reason, people don't have the mentality of there's room at the table for everyone,
right?
And people don't get it. And what people also don't get it is what's for you is for you. If it's aligned in your season and it's aligned with what you're doing, it's aligned for you. And Oprah and Andrea Day just had this conversation. Oprah asked Andrea, why do you think you got the role for the Billie Holiday movie? Why do you think it was for you out of everybody that auditioned? And she said, because it was aligned with what I'm doing. And what people don't understand is that for me, this interviewing with you is awesome and an honor, but it's because it's aligned with what I'm doing.
Absolutely.
So people get like, well, why didn't I get it? Is it aligned with what you're doing? Why did this person get it? A lot of people don't want things because of their business. They want it because they just see the money of it and they just see the success and they see the followers and they see the likes, but it's not aligned with what you're doing. So it's jealousy. And that's why I tell people that you have to move in silence, because the whites help the whites, the blacks help sometimes the blacks help the blacks. You got everybody in different cultures helping different cultures. I'm like, well, dang, they support their people. Why can't my people support me?
Exactly. That's all it is. That's all. That's all it is. It really is. Versus. See, when he looking like that, I think we might have poured a lot on him right there.
Well, wow. Well, she pretty much laid it all on the table, and yeah, it is true. It is very true. It's a jealousy thing because everybody think they special, and when you are actually the special one out of the group of your personal circle, and then you get the success, you get the fame, you get the praise, you get all that stuff, it's like, oh well, what's so special about you? What's the difference between you and me? I'm special too, so why I'm not getting praise? Why I don't have $100,000 dollars in my bank account? Why nobody's giving me money? Because everybody thinks they're special, which in your own way you are. It is just that thing is that person's thing. You got to find your thing, and that's why it's important.
Be a part of a thing, because you're always welcome to be able to help.
But that's the thing though. Because if you look at, everybody wants to have their own thing. Everybody wants to feel like they're fulfilling some kind of purpose. So if we're in the same lane and the same purpose, I think this is my purpose. We sharing. Okay, you succeed and I don't, then no, because at the end of the day, that's another thing that people don't understand. We are all in competition with each other in some way, shape, or form. Yeah, we're friends or whatever, but when we have same interests and you succeed and I don't, I'm gonna be jealous 9 times out of 10, unless you are really a true friend and you know and you understand that, hey, I'm on my own path. My timing is my timing. It's just that you got it earlier than me, but I'm gonna keep working hard, and I know that. But it's also an insecurity thing. It's because a lot of people are insecure.
But you know what though? I agree with you in a way, but then I want to add on to it.
Okay.
So I feel like it say me and a friend, I have budget university and she has credit university.
Right.
Say budget university makes it. My friend and I's relationship is so strong to the point where budget university gonna make it first, but when budget university makes it, I'm about to come back and get you and light your torch because I'm gonna put you in the hands that you need to be in. So credit university makes it. A lot of people don't get that. Nope. That if that's your real friend, I don't care if your friend sells bags, sells candles, sold wine. If budget university makes it first, I'm coming right back and be like to my clients, hey, thanks for attending budget university. You're getting a bag. Who's the bag coming from? My friend, because now I'm fitting my friend on. Friends on. Whoever makes it first has to come back. That's how you know that's a real true ride or die. Because, for example, budget university blows up and makes millions of dollars and gets $1 million following. I'm coming back to the VIBEOne show and I'm gonna say, hey, so you know, I gotta go to the Emmys. You want to do the radio segment for that for me? Next one, I'm gonna put you on because that's the purpose of it. Whoever makes it, you gotta come back and bring it because that shows to me that shows the loyalty.
Right.
Yes, and I definitely 100% agree. But that's how it should be. That's how it's supposed to be. But people are you know, I truly believe that as human beings, most of us just naturally just want ours. You know, I want to get mine. You know, you see the attitude a lot, especially in today's world. You know, and, you know, in the modern era. Everybody wants to be the star. That's where why, you know, it's hard for that whole natural relationship. Okay, I'm up. Let me come back down and pick you up. No, but the resentment builds up because everybody wants to be the star. They want to be the first to do it, the first to make it, the one to, you know, because it's all and I like me. I mean, I like my YouTube. I've been on YouTube for 2 years. You know, 2 years, and I'm amassing my following slowly but surely. But I have none of my friends, except for one, supports my streaming, my video content, just like with my music. I don't have a lot of people that support that. I just have a small amount of people. But when it does hit the world, I get nothing but positive feedback back because the music is phenomenal music. You know, it's really, and I struggle with that. I like my own mom. When I started doing music, my own freaking mom did everything in her power to have me not make music.
Yeah,
and I couldn't get it because she's seeing a bigger, because she's seeing a different vision.
Yeah,
you know
no,
what I mean,
course,
you can't really knock that from a parent's perspective.
No, but it hurts. But it hurts.
She might have not seen
about that though. But as a child, I can't think about that because it hurts me. At the end of the day, you can have your different vision. You can still support me though. Don't put me down. Don't block me from it. You know, support it. You don't have to be at the studio with me. You don't have to share a damn song. You know, maybe you can just ask a question. You know. Why like ask why do I have an interest? Don't just completely drop the hammer on a person, because at the end of the day you're hurting me and you're breaking our bridge, you know, that we have. You got, you know, and support it. Like the smallest things matter. You don't have to do the huge gesture.
Has she heard your music?
No, probably never will.
I'm gonna be honest with you, and I'm so glad we're having this conversation. In high school, I was a dancer, competition dancer. Won first.
Really?
Yes, yeah.
You'd be amazing, boy.
I was co-captain of my dance team, and I was good. And I had universities calling, saying, "Hey, we want Shelby to come try out for this a scholarship. My parents were like, no, because to them, dance wasn't a major in my house. I had to study something for real.
Right.
So I was like, but why can't I go? They're like, no, you're going to a HBCU because you grew up in an all-white neighborhood all your life. You're going to a HBCU and you're getting in touch with your culture. And I'm like, what? So guess what? I went to a HBCU. And I went and I tried out for the dance team. I made it my freshman year and became a co-captain in training. A captain in training my freshman year. The coach called my dad and my parents and said, why is she here? And they were like, what do you mean? They were like, do you not see how talented your daughter is?
Right.
And then they didn't see. And then when my parents saw it, they were just like, oh, speechless.
Right.
So sometimes they have a vision of us, like my dad did, doctor, lawyer, businesswoman, whatever. I'm a businesswoman, but I'm not in the trail that you wanted me to see. So sometimes what it's going to take is for your mom to be like, I did not know this is my son. And that's when her dynamic of it is going to change, because that's what it took for my parents. I'm like, I had to force them. Like, I really need a private lesson with so-and-so. I'm not paying that. I really need it. And then they will give it in. They didn't really.
Do you think that we hurt the children in that way though, by enforcing our vision on them? Is it really detrimental mentally to the children by at least not, like you said, at least seeing what I'm passionate about?
Yeah, because you have to understand that, everyone has their life that they want to live, and I feel like as a child, like my parents did not agree with the pageant lifestyle. Why are you in pageants? Because I want to do it. Why don't you do this? That's not what I want to do. So sometimes you want your child to live, you want to live through your child, but that's not what it is. I hear a lot of people all the time. No, I'm gonna sign my son up for football because he gonna be in the NFL. What if he doesn't? So, you have to ask your child, what is it that you're into? Music. Okay, well, you know what? I'm going to come to the studio with it and see why it is that you like it. Because at the end of the day, you're going to take time out you trying to fill out a guy. You like a guy, you're going to get to know what he likes. You're going to go to the studio with him. So do it for your child.
Yes, it does.
And that ties into, the whole social world that we live in, because like we come from a different era of that physical interaction, contact, type communication, and then now the kids now are everything's online. They're getting everything offline. They're communicating online. Nobody really picks up the phone and talk to anybody anymore or whatever, because I feel like it's a gift and a curse, because it is good. It can help us progress our businesses and things that we're content we're creating, and be able to just upload that and get that out there to the world, like you said, for free, free promotions and all of that stuff too. But I do see a problem within the communities too, though, with when you take these kids off of the devices at times, when you're like, hey, too many hours done went in with it. You need to get off. Then they're kind of in zombie mode, lost, and don't really know what to do. They're sad. They're sad in a way.
Yeah. But I do want to back it up a little bit, just with a particular question that I was kind of holding on to. I almost let it slip. But what are people really obligated to support you? Like, I just to expound on the question, that need for that validation. Should we teach people who do want to pursue certain things, that does require this work? Should it be more taught that you don't need to try to hang on people's validation, because a lot of things we do is for the sake of validation. That's what we want, is to validate this, validate that. But should we teach more people to try to be stronger for yourself, because you're going to be your number one supporter for a very, very, very long time before you have the millions of adoring fans that, you know, want to chase you down and know everything about you and do and support every little thing you do. Because I think because we romanticize the success part, but I don't think it gets talked about enough that, hey, you're going to be by yourself for a while when you're trying to do something.
No one is obligated to support you. No one. You're not obligated to buy a t-shirt. You are not obligated to follow Budget University. You are not obligated for nothing. But I also want you to know that since you're not obligated for that, when I do make it and my dreams do come true, and I am a millionaire and I'm doing everything that I get, I want those tables to turn right back and know I am not obligated to go to your events. Because now that my name has leverage and my name holds weight, it's not an obligation. But a lot of people have to understand what a favor is and what using is. Because I've flown with a lot of people. If we really want to keep it real, the people that you have seen me interview on my show for Budget University has came from interactions from flying as a flight attendant. Had Fat Joe on the flight. Had this person on the flight. How are you? Oh my God, yeah. Chopping it up. What are you doing? That's it. Oh, follow me on Instagram. Yeah, I'll follow you back. That's the end of it. Hey, you know, by any chance, is there any way possible that you could do this and this and this? And it taught me, Fat Joe taught me this. I asked him, I said, hey, Joe, I remember our conversation on the flight. You said that you know, start a business, you know, flying ain't everything. I said, okay, you're right. I DM'd him and I said, hey, I started a business. I did what, you know, I did the advice that you told me to do. He said, you know what? That's what's up. Let's go live. I didn't ask that man for that.
Wow. That's how that went down.
When after that, I woke up 250 followers, so much stuff. To some people, that don't mean nothing. 250 for me, that means the world to me. Because
absolutely.
You know, and you took time out of your day to do that. I offered that man. I said, Mr. Joe, do I need to pay you? Do I need like gift card? He said, nope. God bless me. I bless other people, and that's what it's about.
No, that's real right there. Yeah.
It's not obligation. It's just that, you know what? God has put me in a position to win. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go back and put other people in the position to win.
And that's real. That's real, Shelby, because, you know, because my thing is like, you know, the thing that gets me and, you know, not really making an excuse about it, but, you know, it does bother you when, you know, you've worked with somebody, went to school with somebody, y'all was cool, y'all, you know, used to hang out, whatever, we ran with this little crowd together, whatever, we grew up, we going out separate. But at the same time, though, there's no way in the world that me and you are connected now. I connected with you through somebody else that I interviewed and seen that y'all was connected. So I knew that was good energy right there or whatever. Then I went over and explored your page. Wow, this chick dope. I definitely want to connect with her on some type of level, constantly following, boom, then supported what you seen. I supported all your stuff. Then look up. I didn't ask you to come support me. I just seen your stuff and thought it was dope. Supported. Guess what? That came back over to me. Now, guess what we do? Support each other daily. It's no way in the world I'm going to not see your stuff come across my timeline, and I'm not going to at least like it.
Strangers, but like we just discussed, you're a stranger, I'm a stranger to you. I support you and you support me. It's always going to be the people that you least expect. I have friends that I just met several months ago. You would think we've known each other for years, the way that we go hard for each other in each other's business.
Absolutely.
So it's always going to be a stranger, and it's just about the support. You know, it's just about the support. Yeah.
I see a guy's finger up.
Yeah.
What you got?
No, I just clicked in my mind because she, you know, just kind of piggybacking off of what Shelby was saying. Because two strangers connecting. Why? Because of like mind as well. That's another thing. Because you two, you know, when you surround yourself, because it's a connection thing. When you're on the same vibrational wave with somebody, it's gonna happen. So when you surround yourself with somebody that is like-minded, so it's like, okay, stranger person that you connect with, support, you build up a network. That's because you got the same mindset. You know,
Right.
you guys are on the same page, you know, because that's a lot of things that people realize when you want to be a business owner, when you want to create a product, when you want to do things and chase very lofty goals, you know, not mediocre, your average goals, but you want to chase lofty goals.
Yeah.
You're going to find out the people around you are not of like mind, and that's another reason why they don't support you, why they don't, because that is the good Lord and the universe telling you, hey, that is already filtering out those people
Mm-hmm.
to
Mhm.
make room for new people. And
Yeah.
next thing you
You
know,
know,
those
that's
people are going to
crazy.
be in your rear view.
See, you know what's crazy about it though, and you know the page that I had before, which I had like over 100 and something thousand, like 150 or something like that, 1,000 followers that I had, and my page got hacked, and it was crushing because I built it from nothing. But at the same time, and I felt like, oh my God, it's like, man, it's over with, man. It's like, you know, because you worked so hard to garner those followers and that support. But then as time went on, I was like, well, I'm just going to have to just start another page, man. And, you know, I could put the name the way I wanted it to be anyway, because when I started the page, I wasn't even doing any of this stuff. So it was a personal page that turned and converted into a business page or whatever. And I wanted to change the name. So I
Right.
was able to change the name. And then what I realized throughout that experience of being hacked and all of this stuff or whatever, and having to start over or whatever, I realized that that page had really got out of control because I had a lot of people following me just to run their stuff through my network, but wasn't really supporting me though. So
Yeah.
when I rebuilt the new page, I said, you know what? I want to build this one on organic followers, people that we support each other. And that's what I'm getting now. I wasn't getting that on the other page or whatever. And all of the other people that's not supporting, why follow those people? Why let them follow you to promote their stuff through and they just never support you?
Right.
Never. Why follow people like that? Or why are they following you?
Mm-mm.
It's a waste of time. What are we doing here?
You have to understand that a lot of people just follow you to see what you're doing, what you're up to, and what your next move is going to be so they can screenshot it, put it in their group text, and then go ahead and then bam, start talking about you. So
Mm-hmm.
I'll be honest with you, I like those followers. Because I'm not going to do that, but I like those followers. I
Yeah.
like followers that bookmark my stuff and DM it off to somebody and put it in their group chat, because now I have a fan club. So I like those type of followers because you're watching, but you're watching for a reason. You don't have a hater, you have a fan. And the reason
Right.
why I don't call them a hater is because a hater is just going to hate and not say nothing. A fan takes time out to critique you. I
like
You're
that.
going to sit there and
Ooh.
you're going to critique me and say, oh, but she didn't put curls on her hair for this one, but she usually wears curls. She wore a straight bang. Child, that must be that she this and this. So you know what I was doing the
Mm.
last time.
Fanatic. That's a fanatic right there. That's a
I'm just saying,
fanatic.
keep
Yeah,
it up.
you're
Yeah.
a fan, definitely. I
There we
definitely agree.
So keep those. Keep those on the vibe one, because they're on a different vibe than you are, but they're gonna fans always turn into you gotta shut them up.
Yes,
Kara
definitely.
says, Kara says, no one owes you
Anything.
anything. Ugh.
Yep, and
And you're right.
that is what you don't need. You don't need that attitude. Nobody, but a lot of people have that attitude, and that's why a lot of people not built for this type of journey. You know, because people think people owe them stuff, and it's like, you know, like you soon find out it's more people that's gonna reject you, turn your back on you, and not give you anything. It's gonna be a while, but that's why persistence and hard work is one of it. And just to add on to that last phenomenal statement, definitely for sure, love and hate are, God, they kind of the same thing, you know. I always say my personal philosophy, I just kind of said is hate is a byproduct of love. In my opinion, I think hate is just a direct result from the feeling of love, because they both share the same intensity level, same type of form of obsession over a certain thing or person, because when you hate somebody, you're talking about them all the time. When you love somebody, talking about them all the time.
But where does hate get you?
I know.
Nowhere.
Because what I learned is, that stuff is so middle school. Because you're like,
it really is, Shelby.
her, she's wearing this, or look at him, he got them on. But then you go to the store and you get it, or you get sized for it. So I just feel like hate is, if you want it, just say it.
Right.
If you feel like whatever, just speak it. Like, if someone's like, they hating on his music for you versus, but then it's like somebody's hating on you, but the other person's like, dang, his music's tight. Let me just tell him, yo, how you do this? How you do that? Like, that's it. You just gotta ask.
Right.
Yep.
Right.
I feel like hate comes with pride, though.
Pride and jealousy and insecurity and immaturity, which a lot of grown folks are real goddamn immature. I could tell you that much. You got 50-year-old people acting like they still in high school. I've seen it with my own two eyes, and it blows me away every single time. How you been on this world for for that many decades, and you still acting like you 14? Reacting to things like you a child it's crazy, but it's all insecurity because people aren't secure with themselves, especially because people make decisions. It lead them to a certain point in their lives, and then when they see somebody else that they may have known, like, how you winning, and or I wish I did. It's a lot of I wish I did people, or I wish I could have, or I wish shoulda, coulda, woulda people out here. That those are the haters mainly, the people who are jealous of like a Kano the Don or Shelby, Patrice, or yours truly, your boy Versus. People be hating because they couldn't do, or they wish that you were doing, but along the way, like she said, they are watching you, and when you
does it not motivate you?
I know
it don't motivate you.
It motivates me. I get a lot of hate on my comments. People talk about me all the time. So,
it motivates me. God will make you restart and rebuild real quick. Quick.
No doubt. No doubt.
What you think you starting?
No doubt, Erica.
I had a hater before. He was hate from day one, but I could have sworn he was a friend.
Wow.
And you have to, I tell people, especially that are trying to get into the industry and they're trying to have a business or whatever the case is, you have to be mindful.
Yes.
Right.
You
Absolutely.
have to be mindful.
Snakes in the grass.
You have to be mindful. When you're in the business, you also have to say, you know what? When you show me your colors the first time, I gotta take it, and that's it.
You got to look at it for what it really is. That's another thing. You know what I mean? Sidebar. I know everybody. Everybody watched Coming to America. I would like to.
I didn't.
I know Shelby watched it.
I did not see it. I did not. Are we about to do a spoiler section up in here, man? Because if we are, I haven't seen it, man.
Man, I really want to know what Shelby.
Just not okay. Just do this. At least do this, just for me. Did y'all like it? Yes or no?
I'm gonna let the ladies are first. I'm gonna let Shelby go, and I could just tell by the way that she's looking at this very moment, the way that she's looking, she's in deep thought right now, and it's a lot of things that she wants to say right now. Versus did not see it, which I don't understand why.
What is this, Animal Planet?
I would love to know Shelby's thoughts on this.
Bro, why are you talking like this is Animal Planet?
I thought that Rick Ross has a very nice house.
Woo, Lord. It took me 15 years to see the first one.
You don't have to excuse Kara. Kara is she's on Real Housewives of Frisco, and they don't have time to watch that type of stuff. She's too busy, doing other things. But I will say that Rick Ross has a beautiful house.
Yes, he does.
50-foot pool. I mean, 100-yard pool. My bad.
He has a beautiful house. He is a beautiful.
Man, I guess I know what I'm doing tonight. I gotta see what's going on.
I'm not gonna lie. Rick Ross does have a very beautiful home,
I don't like
and
this. I'm so lost.
I did like the fact that they brought Bubba back. That was dope to see Bubba grown now, and the elephant come through. That
And
was
everybody has aged beautifully.
yeah, yeah.
Man, well,
But
God,
Bubba though, the elephant, you know what I'm saying? Seeing him go from being a little elephant in the first one, and to see him come through when Eddie, and then he came through like that as a and the son was scared that there's a big elephant. I thought that was really, really dope, Shelby. I
man,
really did. I thought that was a dope
so
moment.
I hate being out the loop.
I really thought that was dope. You know what I'm saying?
To be honest, I feel like Versus, you answered your own question. The movie's been out for several days now. It's the 5th, 6th, 7th, 8th, 9th. What's today? The 9th or the 10th? The 9th?
Today is 9th.
4 days, and it's been all over social media, and you still haven't watched it. So I feel like you answered it yourself.
Right.
I know I was in a movie, and I've been promoting it, and you still haven't watched it on day 4. You don't want to see it. You don't like it.
The guy, these riddles.
Because I'm not gonna lie, like I said, overall, seeing Bubba come through, that really was a great thing seeing him, because they brought him back. That really was good because I was wondering if he was gonna come back. Out of everything that I wanted to see throughout the whole movie, I was wondering if Bubba was gonna. Yeah, I was hoping that they would bring him back, because I knew they was bringing everybody back pretty much. One thing that I didn't understand though, I just didn't understand what happened to the mama.
Hold on, man.
I don't think. I mean, she passed.
I don't know. I don't know.
What is going on here?
To get there to that, I was too busy making reels for budget. I wasn't.
Because I didn't understand. I didn't understand when Salt and Pepper and them came out. I was trying to understand what was going on.
With you, too many cameos. Too many cameos and too modern. Too many cameos for me. It was too many cameos.
Thank you, Cara, for real. That means the world. We got to get Cara. We got to get her on here. We gonna Shelby, my plug. We gonna get on.
Hold on, man.
Yeah, we're gonna get on. We're gonna get on.
Be a great co-host if you need a co-host.
Yeah, we need to talk.
My comprehension level is on a trillion. Okay.
So Versus and holler at me and let me know what you think.
So yeah,
you're gonna love the scene when Bubba came through. I'm telling you, because
man, shut up about this elephant. If I hear you say something about this elephant one more time,
it was dope, man. It was
dope I don't care. I don't give a damn. I don't care about that elephant. I want to know
where was Samuel. Well, I guess he was no.
Look, man.
Can I say one more thing though? You know what got me though was seeing McDowell's over there. I think that
oh God.
I
don't know.
I just think that but you know what though,
come on, look. From what I'm getting, that this movie,
John Amos was amazing.
This just sounds like this movie was a big old flop. That's what it sounded like to me. It sounded like this movie was a flop. I'm
gonna tell you, knowing my son, I'm gonna tell you right now, you might want to just catch it when it come on TV, when they start playing it on TV.
Oh yeah, because it's gonna be a BET favorite. You know how they play the
yeah, of course. Yeah, you might just want to just, you know what I'm saying, just that will give you time to be able to, for commercials and stuff, to go and, you know what I'm saying, do something else, and then, you know what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Yeah, because
yeah, can we just move
what was
on?
her name? What's her name? I just didn't.
I'm just so confused.
What was the son's mom? And I forgot her.
I don't even know. I was not. When I tell you I wasn't intrigued, I wasn't intrigued.
I'm just can't we just move on to the next topic? I'm just
okay. So Shelby,
so
being, you know, having budget university and everything, why are so many people, why do so many people stay broke?
You really want to talk about that?
Yeah, you know what I mean, because it's like
well, hold on. All right, hold on. Let's archive that question. Let's back it up and get with a new question. So,
okay. All right, good.
What is the most important thing? Well, yeah, we want to talk about, but I really want to know, because I heard somewhere from somebody else saying that there's no point in saving money these days. You need to be investing it. So as somebody like yourself who is a financial, you know, connoisseur of sorts, you know, like, what do you agree with that statement, or is that just some financial propaganda?
I'm actually going to answer what he just asked me to. So, like I did in my previous video when I had the yellow on and the red lip. So I want to talk about that. Saving is important, right?
Mm-hmm.
But so many things have happened. We need to save because COVID, for example.
Right.
Do you know how many people lost their jobs? How many people took pay cuts? So just imagine you taking a pay cut, but you used to live in the lifestyle that you're living, and now you done took a pay cut and you can't afford that. Well, if you had an emergency savings funds or miscellaneous funds, you wouldn't be looking crazy at yourself. So I always tell people, you know what? Whatever you make, whatever your bills are, calculate your mortgage, your rent, calculate your car note, your insurance, whatever you pay a month, times that by 12, put that in emergency savings funds. If you have $15,000 in emergency savings funds, guess what? Cool. But then if you have in your checking $11.64 and someone asks you how much money you have $11.64. Why? Because that emergency fund is hit and it's locked up. And that's what you got to do. Now we're going to move forward and we're going to talk about investing. Shelby Patrice Jenkins ain't investing in shit unless I got my money saved up, because investing is gambling and people don't get that. It's a gamble.
Let's touch on that.
Save your money, but like perfect example, Robinhood crash. People were on social media. Oh my God, I can't get my funds out of Robinhood. I had $56,000 and all this other stuff, and Robinhood crashed, and I can't get my money, and all my money was in GameStop, and what am I gonna do? Do you have an emergency funds? Are you saved up for something? Well, my savings was my stops. That's not how your stock. It's a gamble. So invest. What am I going to invest in? Okay, cool. Buy a house. Yes, that's an investment. If you get your equity, I don't suggest it, but some people are like, I'm going to buy my house. I'm going to get some equity. They pull their equity out and they use it for other things. Cool. That's an investment. But you want to do investments that are going to fit you and that are going to fit your budget. My advice is don't invest unless you have something saved up somewhere.
You got to.
At the end of the day, I'm not going to sit up here and invest all my money, but I have a $15,000 credit card. Yeah, I'm going to use that. But that $15,000 just turned to $18,000 or $20,000 because of the freaking interest in it. So go ahead and do what you have to do and have your emergency fund saved up. And that's, that's how I see it. My advice, you don't have to take my advice. I'm just opinionated. Don't invest until you have something saved. And
to me, you gotta say I don't understand how people go to work, wait a week or 2 weeks, some people get paid twice a month or whatever. I don't understand how you don't pay yourself out of that first. I just, I don't care what it is.
Because of what Versez said earlier, it's validation. and it falls into social media. A lot of people in this generation, and I read an article that CNN produced, said that only 2% of Americans have maybe 500 in a savings account. So what happens is that people save their money they don't want to save, but it's all about validation. Why? Because I want to go on Instagram and I want to show my friends on Instagram, Facebook, Snapchat, and TikTok that I'm living my best life. You know, that I'm able to go here and do this and do that. I'm able to eat at these 5-star restaurants. I don't knock it because I go there. But before I go there, I make sure that, okay, do I have this? Do I have that? Now I can treat myself. My friends will tell you, they're witness. I can't go, girl. I had
I know that's me right there, Shelby. That's me. I tell my brother in the heart, because my brother is balling or whatever, but he always invite me on these lavish trips and all this stuff or whatever. I don't have. I've been, I think maturity and living on the ground is what I call it, because I live a reality life, man. And if I'm not going to go, somewhere that I can't afford. I'm just not going to do that. I'm not going to spend money that I don't have. And then like, okay, well, I'll make it up. I'll be able to make it back up. To me, that's not a good chess move. Living your life like that, trying to approve things to others or appease to others. Cause like really at the end of the day, nobody don't even give a shit. Nobody care you got a Birkin bag and all that stuff or whatever and all that.
And people don't get it because a lot of people are like, well, so-and-so had it. Yeah, but a lot of people also don't know is that some people rent their stuff too.
Absolutely.
So it's like you're looking crazy and you rented it.
Oh,
you know, you did
hold
this
up.
and you did that. And people just don't get it. A lot of these people are on reality TV shows. That house was rented. That's an Airbnb that they're shooting at. That's, they don't have it. They don't have it. A lot of people,
flex.
Celebrities being coached, Group 9.
Flex.
And I'd be like, wait.
I think we're going somewhere. I think we really heating up this last hour. I think we heating up right now.
Hold up, man. One, I have many stories about this guy and his budgeting. Okay, that's many funny stories actually.
What are you talking about?
Nothing, Sergeant. Hold on. So check this out, man. So something like this. Now I have these easily go on Flight Club for $500.
Okay, what's Fight Club? Tell us.
Flight Club is for all my shoe heads out there. That's where you get all the exclusive kicks from, but very expensive. Is
Kara,
anybody?
You know about Flight Club because Kara, you and Kara need to link up.
Kara, well, yeah. What? Hey, Jay, you know what I'm saying? I'm a moderate shoe head, not too crazy because balling out of control is just not my thing. But what I'm saying is these shoes can go easily for $500 on Flight Club. I got these on sale.
Mm-hmm.
Got it from $150.
Wow.
150.
I'm tripping out on this guy. This guy just threw me out there, and I'm trying to get an example possibly of what you're talking about here.
Well, the thing is that you can ball on sale, baby. That's what I'm saying. You can get things on sale.
I'm a spokesperson for balling on the budget. I'm trying to understand, son, what you're saying.
But that's I'm saying you can be fashionable. You can get the things you want. You don't have to go to the mall. You don't have to go. There are look, I'm a thrift store. You catch me up in Marshall's, my guy. I caught me a Colada Hill figure. All kinds of stuff out of Marshall's, Ross, like you get your name, you can get name brands for literally 80% less the retail price out the mall.
I'm the guy who goes to the store and I'm gonna be there for about 2 hours because I'm not going and buying nothing expensive. I'm gonna look around. I'm going to the clearance. I don't have no problem with it because I'm gonna make it look good regardless.
But that's what I'm saying, though. But that's the thing that a lot of people don't want to do because if it's cheap, it doesn't equate to status. It's about status.
Me and Claudia Jordan just had this conversation yesterday.
Come on.
I'm a Ross girl. I love Ross. The truck comes on Tuesdays, y'all.
Look at that. I'm trying to tell you right now. Come on, talk to me now.
And when I come in there, they'll be like, "Hey, Shelby," like, "Hey, girl," and they know exactly. I start in the home section, and I work my way around. They
That's
know.
right. That's
they know.
right.
They know.
That's right. Come out of there. You go in there, but you look, you go in there and spend $200. You coming out there with some stuff, boy.
Maybe pull up the truck and pop the trunk because I can't take it all to
You
my
coming
car.
out there with a closet.
The thing is that you get. It doesn't have to be designer to make a statement. I feel like I make the dress or I make the outfit. The outfit doesn't. So I feel like I could be somewhere with a I could have on a Target jumpsuit. I'm gonna wear it and I'm a rock. Girl, what is that? Target.
Target.
We can't be.
But you know, we living like that. You know, that's social media. Yeah. Because everything is like, because you know, it just really like, it's just amazing how the dynamics have changed, because it's like everybody, social media has created opportunities for a lot of people. You know, you got your social media, I guess they models or whatever they are, whatever, because you see tons of that. As soon as you log in, they dominate. And, you know, and then the thing I'm trying to I'm just saying, I'm just trying to, I don't get it, because it's just like, okay, you know, what are you doing? Okay, you got 300,000 followers and, you know, 40,000 views, and I'm gonna go check it out to see what you got going on. You know what I'm saying? And I'm looking it up, just all I see is flex. You know, and I'm just trying to figure out, what do you do? That's all I'm saying, because okay, you got the bikini on, and I'm not knocking any of that. I'm just trying to figure out, what do you do?
I can tell you what they do. Exactly.
What?
It ain't tricking if you got it. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, they got trick daddy, tricks.
But I'm saying, but then you got somebody like Shelby Patrice.
That's what's happening.
Gorgeous, smart, intelligent, really got something going on.
That don't matter. That don't matter these days. Nobody cares, 25, man.
I'm really dropping gems.
Yeah, man. But she's not popping it for a real one, and that's the reason. That social media is nothing but
So you saying if she had on a thong and a 100,000 views doing Budget University, she would get she should be a bigger influencer? Is that what you're telling me?
5 million followers 6 months. I'm telling you, social media is not only a cesspool of toxicity and insecurity. It is also a place where it's the fast food of. It's literally it's a meat market for tricks to turn tricks. That's why, that's why those women have all these travel pictures, because they're getting flown out, because they're getting tricked on. That's what's happening, and that's the crazy part about it. And it's everybody, it's smoke and mirrors. Same thing with your favorite celebrities. It's all smoke and mirrors. Those rappers, that money ain't real. If it is, they're stupid. You don't bring real money to a music shoot. That's just dumb. You get fake money, just like them chains.
That looks like real money, huh?
Fake.
Well, if you in the entertainment business like we
you
are,
spending real money,
we already know prop money has been out there for years. I mean, the movie industry, they've been doing that for years. And all the bank heists, all these different movies over that's been around for years. We just started catching on to prop money and enhancing the videos and being more, you know what I mean, and catching on to because you can get 100,000 right now on Wish.
Yeah, pretty much you can, but that's what.
But why do we feel like we have to do that? Be on the camera, because people with real money, you don't see them on the you don't see them, with a stack of money or a money phone or whatever.
Because culture sells.
I can't stand that. It drives me insane. One of my biggest pet peeves is the shout out to Carrie. Yeah, Carrie is working while she's tuning in and listening. She's a rider.
I love her.
It's it's one of those things to me where it's like I call it new money.
You'll get me in trouble. Carrie, crazy. What you say, Shell? You call it new what?
New money men.
New money men. Now hold up now. What talk to me about that now? New money men.
I know where she's going with this.
Or new money ladies. I really use another term for it, but I'm not gonna say it on air because I'm classy.
Okay.
But
this is VIBEOne though. It ain't the Vibe show. It's VIBEOne.
So I can say it.
Yeah, we cut up over here.
You dealing with new money niggas and you dealing with new money bitches is two different things. And I'm gonna tell you what it is.
Please break that down for me.
So for me, you know, when you are in the dating world, or you just have friends, or you're just surrounding your circle,
right?
I don't want to be around new money people.
I'm
not the flashy type. Because if you got it, and that's the end of it.
Right.
But if I got it and I have to post a picture with my money on because I'm talking to the money and all this stuff, for what? Because now I know that if I give you money, you're not gonna know what to do with it, and it's gonna go like this because you're not used to it. It's new money, and I don't have to. What I'm gonna do is I'm not talking on the phone. I can't talk to my money on the phone because my money's too busy investing and flipping into other things. So I don't have time to sit up and talk to my money on the phone. I don't have time to take pictures of the money because the money right now is generating to other things because I'm investing it.
Right.
I don't have time to sit up here and count my money because that's what I have a bank for. So you know, new money people, to me, I just don't have time for it. New money, they want to sit up here and, oh, I'm gonna go buy this and this. For what? Like you act like you ain't never had it. Perfect example. I always tell people, don't date new money people. If you know what to do with your money, don't date new money people. Because the last thing you want to do, guys, is, you know, go somewhere or come home and the money's gone because they ain't used to having it.
And we see that happen. We see that happen a lot. So you think that's why celebrities date celebrities?
Nah, that's not
it. I feel like celebrities date celebrities because of numerous reasons. I feel like celebrities date celebrities because it's like, you know what? I need somebody that's going to understand me and that's going to be like, you know what? We and my friend Kayla were talking about this. I need a hold my purse type of person. Me and Erica were talking about that too. What's a hold my purse? Are you okay with, I'm on the VIBEOne tonight. Are you okay with just like hold my purse while I do this interview? And same thing with a guy, like, hey, you good with just sitting here just chilling? Yeah, I got you. So you want somebody that can understand you and see where you're coming from, and someone that can vent to you. You can vent to, because you have to understand that when it's kind of like a chemistry when someone understands you and sees where you're coming from, opposed to you talking about, like I interviewed Beyonce's dad. So are you think you Hollywood now? No.
Right. I get that a lot.
Answer. I don't really think it comes to money. Although when it does come to money, you see where they're coming from because it's a hustle in the entertainment industry. And when you say you got it, you got it. When you say you don't got it, that person actually understands that.
Yeah.
Because they know, like, hey, checks didn't cut yet, or the show didn't get aired, so I didn't get paid for it, or whatever the case is. So I think that's why celebrities date celebrities, in my opinion.
Workplace interest, basically.
Yeah.
Like dating somebody at work. It's just because they're there, and they get it, and you're you're in the same boat. So that's why so same thing. Just the same thing. It's just that it's the music industry or the entertainment industry, just in general. But yeah, it's that's a rabbit hole right there. A lot of people don't understand that a lot of celebrity couples are fake couples. They're not really together. It's all, a lot of them are just publicity stunts, because love is the industry. You sell people love, people gonna buy, basically.
You're right about that.
Yeah, you're right, because one would think, why would somebody like Halle Berry, or it's a lot of them that just seem to, and I don't want to use that term in that way, but from what they say, just can't keep a man. Now maybe that might not be the case, but you would think, from a different viewpoint, you'd be like, man, that's crazy. Halle Berry, like, why? She gorgeous. She's she's doing a thing, whatever. Why are we not seeing why are we not? I don't know. Is it a thing to not in the industry not show relationships make it and be successful moguls? Because I mean, we see, okay, Jay-Z and Beyonce made it this long. Okay. But
Barely.
Kanye but are we really seeing love there? Or are we seeing a business arrangement?
I feel like we're seeing what they want us to see.
Basically.
Yeah.
Which is the business and the love of it. Because everybody, they're going to show you what they want to show you. They're going to let you see what they want you to see.
Right.
I feel like entertainment relationships are that's just that.
Right.
But unfortunately, when you are in the spotlight like that, and with social media again, I personally feel like dating high profile, you got to be mindful, you got to be careful, because they can post you all they want to, or whatever, you could do whatever, but there's still going to be outsiders that are going to want to intervene or break y'all up or do whatever the case is. That's just, I don't know. It's just how it's come.
Yeah.
Is it our relationships are relationships in a different space now? With social media being tied into it now, is anything sacred anymore? Because it seems like everybody's posting their meal, and
it's a choice.
The glass. Here's a shot of my Jello. You know what I'm saying? I got some custom Jello made.
It's all a choice, though. You can choose. You don't have to be on social media. You don't have to have social media. You can like me. I don't post my relationship. I'm disconnected.
Well, you ain't posted me, so you ain't posted me. Then I ain't important. Or are you trying to hide?
Well, that's the thing about having a match.
This conversation. It depends. I'm sorry. It depends. If your social media is drastic on strictly business, that's different. Don't expect, as a female, don't expect a post, don't expect whatever the case is, because his social media is strictly business. Now, if you're a poster and you like you said, oh, you posting your food, you posting what you make, you posting how you open your Coke can and how you pour it, right. You post out with your guys, you posting out here, but you don't post your relationship. To me, that's a red flag, because you post everything else. So why aren't you posting your relationship? So there's a difference between a secret, and there's a difference between just just not trying to have people in your business. You have to find a balance, because some people know, sis, like you're a hard secret, because trust and believe there's somebody else, or there's just he doesn't post that type of stuff, but he posts everything else. It's kind of give and take, because social media is just to the point right now where it's taking over, and
it is taking over, because social media is actually becoming people's best friend, and people actually vent out on there, and you can basically just read different people post and can tell what they're going through. Oh, she into it with a man, or they into it, or this, because everybody's putting everything online.
Yeah, you're right.
Pray for me, Instagram. Here's my mom in the hospital. Pray for me. Like,
it's a private moment. Why would you post that? That just irritates my soul. Why are we putting private moments?
Hospital band that you're in the hospital.
Why are we putting private moments on the internet? For what?
Do we want that type of so
are we seeking for people you don't know to
attention? Will we? Is it safe to say that
I don't think
seekers?
I think it's an attention thing on the surface layer, but I think it's deeper as far as it's programming at this point. We've had social media for what? Instagram came out when I had graduated high school, so 2012. So we've had social media for quite some time at this point. It's programmed now. It's part of natural life. So I think it's not even just an attention thing. It's just a way of life now. That's what people need social media. If every social site shut down right now,
it's dope.
People wouldn't know what the hell to do with themselves. Like literally, it's like the internet. It's just like the internet. If the internet shut down worldwide, people would lose their freaking minds. It's part of life. It's deeply embedded in us every day. Because most 90, I'm pretty sure 99.9% of people wake up, first thing they do, grab their phone, check Instagram, check Twitter,
check my followers. Let me check who checks me.
And I'm guilty to that, and I had to change it.
I'm definitely guilty to that.
And I changed it, and I actually go to the Bible now. I run straight to the Bible, and I check the Bible, and I'm like, I read the scripture of the day, and I'm like, okay, and then I'll turn to those apps. No, I turn to email, and then from email, I'll look at the apps.
I do get me a prayer in. That's the first thing I do when I roll out the bed. Is straight get me a prayer in because I need to be covered.
Right.
I need to be covered, because I don't know what I'm up against for the day.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So I do get that. I do get that in. I get that in, and then I'll, go and check because I'm a huge supporter person. That's what my foundation is built on. That's why, people love me, people rock with me because I'm at the end of the beginning of the day and at the end of the day, I'm gonna make sure that I got everybody who showed me love, and I'm gonna go hit all my people, my family. I go and hit everybody up because when you garner a lot of followers, sometimes I might not see Shelby post that she posted earlier, but I'm gonna go you and my immediate family. So I'm gonna go straight to your page and check it out and be like, oh shit, she posted 2 of them. Let me go catch up on knock them out or whatever. I'm here. I see you, Shell. Oh, story's running. But I do hate to see the dots though. That means I'm too far behind when they the little bitty dots. I'll be like, oh. It's a million of them. I'm like, man, I just like it's like fire emojis, heart, like fire emoji. Let's get a rhythm going, like heart, fire emoji, like heart.
You're so funny. Seriously. I really do. I appreciate y'all.
Seriously. I have to.
This guy's fire. He is Mr. Fire Emoji. Fire emoji, fire emoji, fire emoji, fire emoji. Man, dude is just, but hey, it's a sickening cycle. I'm not gonna lie to you. That's why I'm very disconnected from social media. I get on there because I'm training to be a public figure, so be where things are at. You're building things. You have to be in social media. There is no building without social media now. Yeah. It's impossible. You have to have a presence because first thing people are gonna ask you, what you got Instagram? Oh, what's your Twitter? Oh, what's your what's this? What's that? You got a YouTube? And you say no. You lost a subscriber, you lost a fan, you lost a customer, and then
I'm going to follow Kara right now.
Follow Kara. If y'all are looking for a co-host, I really think you should interview Kara. But you didn't hear from me.
She real.
Yeah. He's talking like this. It's gonna happen.
Now, we're heading towards the end of the show. What else do we? What?
Not really. We got 29 minutes.
Right. What else did we? I want to make sure that we covered everything because this was a great one tonight.
The rest of the list, sir. Like what you have?
Well, we pretty much we had. I know we had something on there where we were talking about and this was one of your topics.
Yes.
You not on it?
It's me. Yes. No, let's do it. No. So pretty much, because as a former athlete, 20-something years basketball career, since 5. I've seen a change, a shift. I think everybody has seen a change in the shift.
You like sports, Shelby?
Yeah. I like basketball. It's my favorite.
Okay, cool. That's perfect.
Yeah, I was seeing a shift. I've seen a shift in the way the culture amongst athletes and how they act and how they the between the business and how athletes, especially in the NBA. And just recently, the most pointless All-Star game passed. I did not watch that because, like, what's the freaking point, But Kyrie Irving, is a superstar, even though I don't think he is. But he's a superstar. Didn't show up for the All-Star game. You got voted in, and he didn't. He just didn't show up. And I'm just it's just because I grew up in the era of Mike. The Shaqs, Kobe's. The Paul Pierce, the Kevin Garnett's, all these people, mainly Kobe Bryant, because that's my guy, man. RIP. But it's like he was a professional. He never no days off. Whether he had if he wasn't impaired from a very really bad injury, he'll still go out there. Like he'll break his finger. Hey, tape it up. I'm out there. I'm still out there. But you got these new prima donnas, these athletes.
Karis.
and they just don't they buck back so much. They don't show up to games. They're so, because the NBA is the most outspoken league when it comes to professional sports, and these guys, they just lash out a whole lot. And I'm just wondering, should there be more strict rules? You know,
I call it like I see it. They getting too much money and they feeling themselves. And they getting out to this court and thinking that you can't be gone tomorrow. That, and they're taking advantage of getting hurt. I mean, listen, I don't know what it feels like. Maybe you did break your ACL. I don't know, but get up and play. Like, to me, it's like, I'm a basketball girl. I love basketball, but I have seen it because when my love for basketball was in, when I was a true diehard Miami Heat fan, it was when it was Alonzo Mourning, it was Travis West, it was Karan Butler, Rasul Butler, rest in peace.
What's your boy?
Them were my boys. And that's when it was that's hard. Like, that was basketball. You put me down, got right back up and played games. You got Alonzo Mourning playing. Man was, I believe he was he needed a kidney or he needed something, still playing. And now it's like, it's just I feel like like the hardcoreness of it. It's just like, what's up?
They soft.
Yeah, it is.
They soft, Shelby.
It's like we take too much time to, I call it the tunnel. When you go through the tunnel and paparazzi's there, when you park your car and you get out and you go into the tunnel, go to the locker room, we taking too much time on our outfit.
Yeah. Yeah, you ain't never lying. It's just, it done changed now, man. Because it's like, you know, that's why I left. I'm not going to lie. I left when Jordan left. And then Kobe gave me that feel again, and I came back. You know what I'm saying? And fell in love with it again. Then when Kobe left, I left too. Yeah. You know, it's just not the same to me. It's not because I feel like it's more so about the influence and you know, because really when you look at it, it's like, okay, you know, I didn't even know that the playoffs that had happened. I didn't watch the All-Star. Like, I don't, you know what I'm saying? It's like the feeling to me, it had more of, it was more passionate then. It wasn't about the endorsement and the shoe. It wasn't about, that stuff came with it, but it was really about the game, the love of the game then. And I think that it's all, and because you know it's in a weird space whenever a player can make a decision to be like, oh, I want to go play with J.Versez. I'm going over there. I ain't playing no more. I'm gonna sit on the bench in my suit. I ain't playing until y'all go play with my friend.
And if I know he go to, it's a tag team, child.
It's like, when we start stacking the deck like that,
well,
you gotta stack the deck to get a championship.
Well, yeah, but I mean, that's the game now. But I'm just tripping off the fact that Kyrie Irving and all his punk assness, because I don't like Kyrie Irving. I really don't. Because I think everybody, Kyrie, he's so good. I'm just like, dude. No, he's soft. He weak mentally. He's weak, man. And it's just like the fact that you got voted into the All-Star game and you're healthy. There ain't nothing wrong with you. Your knees ain't busted as usual because you're injury prone as hell. You know, you're fine. You're healthy. You can play. You get voted into the All-Star game and you decide not to show up. And it's like, I don't think that's ever happened.
It's got to be a penalty for something like that.
The NBA, to my knowledge, as long as I've been following the NBA since I was a kid, I've never heard of a superstar player, not just some dude in the dunk contest or whatever, because there ain't no superstars in that. It's just a bunch of nobodies, you know. But it's just like a superstar just chooses to bypass the freaking All-Star game. It's like, I've never heard that before.
Yeah.
Man, you would have been fined hella money, and you would have been, man, you probably would have been, it would have been a 10-game suspension, 20 game suspension. You would have got fined $200,000-$300,000. I mean, like, off the rip, like,
I just don't get it. I just don't get it. And it's just like, it's like,
that could have been a spot for somebody else. Somebody else could have had that spot who would have really appreciated it.
If that was the NFL, oh yeah, no, your ass would have been fined hard. Like the NFL don't play with them NFL players, okay? But the NBA, it's like I get it. The NBA wants to be the progressive league. I get that. All right, cool. You want to be the progressive league. You want to be, super progressive. That's cool. But damn, it's gotten so out of hand that these players are your superstar players, not these bench riders. We're talking about superstar players, people who have mass followings, people who lead the culture. I don't want to play the All-Star game, so I ain't gonna show up. Like, what is that? That message that sends to the next generation, and these kids, like, it's teaching these kids, like, what was that, Shelby? I missed that.
No, I'm saying like little kids are looking forward to it, and then it's like your favorite player.
It is kind of messing with their mental to where they're coming in the game not even really having that appreciation, but coming in with that entitled mentality, like, oh well,
let me tell you about entitlement.
Mm-hmm.
And it goes back to where Erica said, your restart can happen, but God will make you rebuild real quick. Yeah. I have a couple of friends, and I had a good friend of mine he works in the NFL, and he tells these players all the time, be grateful and be thankful that you made it to the NFL, NBA, MLB, I don't care what it is, NHL.
Mm-hmm.
Because at any given moment, any opportunity that you're given, slam dunk contest, I don't care what it is, Super Bowl game, whatever, go in there and live in the moment, because that's your last. You could get hurt, you can get anything. So for entitlement to happen like that, you can feel entitled, but just know that all that can be taken away from you in the glimpse of an eye. You had an opportunity to do, I'm not saying it can happen, but you had an opportunity to be in a slam dunk contest. And then what if that's the last time?
You ain't never lying, Shelby.
You know what I'm saying? You don't know. You don't know. Anything can happen to you. That's why any opportunity that I get, I'm like, hey, I can't do it, but I promise, hey, can we do another time? Because I don't know when it could be my last.
Right. Right.
I don't get it. I just don't understand. I mean, just because everybody last year, 2020, the best documentary of that year, hands down, was the Jordan doc. And it's like, you saw his mentality. Jordan always said, no matter if I was tired, anything like that, I would go out there and I play because I know there's somebody out there in the crowd that never got a chance to see me play before. What the hell has happened to that shit? It pisses me the hell off that Kyrie makes me want to cuss him out. And James Harden too. And James Harden too, with his punk ass. How he handled the whole leaving the Rockets thing. Dude, literally, it's training camp. This fool in the strip club. He gained weight, he got overweight, he got out of shape, and he just like, I'm just like, dude, where's the damn professionalism at? And then now you're over there with Kevin Durant and Kyrie Irving and stuff like that. Oh, now you want to play now, huh? It's like, what? It's just like,
he is balling over there. He is balling over there. But it all boils down to, man, like, we are living in truly the last days, man, because now we are in the phase where everything goes now. Yeah. They pushing all type of agendas right now, and that's a whole nother show, because the agendas, anytime Michelle Obama was interviewed by Dwayne Wade's, I'm gonna say son, because that's a little boy, and they said that Dwayne Wade's daughter is interviewing Michelle Obama. It's pretty much over with.
Well, what's the problem with that though? I'm just not understanding the core issue.
You never know what I'm talking about.
It's just an interview. So what is it?
I just don't even. I'm not trying to get shut down, but at the end of the day, though, son, you know what I'm talking about. And
I honestly
don't. You honestly really don't. Shelby,
why would I ask it if I did?
You don't know what I'm talking about either, Shelby? Is it cool Is it cool? I'm saying at
Is what
at
cool?
the age of, what is he, 10, 11?
I don't know.
No, he is. I think about 13.
Okay,
13.
13. A 13-year-old can consciously make a decision to decide that he wants to be a girl.
I mean, it's no different than May being old enough to make the conscious decision to have sex at 13, 14. Because, I mean, your hormones kick in, and that's a very grown-up thing to do as a middle schooler. Okay, so I mean, it's all up the question. I mean, and that's why it's a lot of debate going on
Are we
scientifically.
accepting so we accepting just everything goes? I'm
I
just trying
I
to figure it
wouldn't
out.
I wouldn't say acceptance, more so tolerance at the most, because I mean, there's nothing wrong with
Thank you,
tolerance,
Cara.
you know. There's nothing wrong with tolerance. Me, like I said, I'm always gonna make that stance, um, every time public or in private. But at the end of the day, I may not
I
agree
love
with it
Cara.
because I know who I am. I'm a man, and I like women. I can't say that I understand or be a supporter, because how can I support something I don't understand and I don't know necessarily agree with 100%. But you're a human being at the end of the day. I ain't gonna judge you. I'm not God, so I'm
Not
not I'm
judging.
not judge nor jury, but
I just
not
don't
you in
understand.
particular. But there are people who do walk around with a God complex and think they can decide one's fate when you are nothing but a basic human being just like me. But at the end of the day, you don't have to understand it. Just at least respect the people as far as being a human being and things like that, because they are who they feel they are. They not gonna change just because you got something to say or you don't agree with it. So
Is it an
it's
agenda
tolerance,
being
tolerance at the
forced
most.
upon the culture?
No, I wouldn't say.
Shelby,
I wouldn't say that.
Shelby, listen.
you in the entertainment business. You been around and stuff. You red carpeted and I'm do you think that it's an ultimate agenda being forced upon the culture?
Not that kind
Um,
of agenda though.
I don't think it's. I don't think nothing is forced. It's it's definitely his prerogative. Uh,
Mm-hmm.
it's definitely his way of being, and I
Mm-hmm.
I feel like it's a phase, all of it.
I
Everybody
do
goes
too.
through phases in life, and
Because they're popular, but it is something that's being popularized now, though.
I wouldn't say popularized.
Man, you don't think so?
Eh, eh, Yo,
All of a
not
sudden, everybody's girlfriend they went to school with, they together now,
it's
and
not
all of
all
this
of a
stuff or
sudden
whatever.
though. It's not all of a sudden, sir. In your era, it was happening
No,
too. It just was
it
not as
was. It
open.
wasn't exactly. So
It
that's what I'm
wasn't
saying.
as
With social
open.
media
no,
and all
there
this stuff.
was, but it's just not as public. And I
Yeah,
feel like with things being more public now because of social media, it's just the way it is. But people's I feel like people's orientation doesn't just define them and who they are. But there's good.
Truly, huh?
But with him, I feel like the only issue and the only thing that the media is eating up right now is the fact that he is his age. That's it. But I feel like that's it's just his age. But I feel like the child is let him be a child, let him grow up. Because I mean, it's no such. To me, we can't judge somebody that was born a male and is now wants to be addressed and is a female, but then people want to judge him. But I feel like you need to tend to your grass and worry about your yard because your home is not perfect either, because there's somebody in your family that you don't even know wants to be a girl or as a male or as a female and wants to be a male. So there's so much, because we just can't worry and touch on that family because there's so much other going on, and we
It's a
worried
lot
about
of different layers.
we worried about him, but I've seen people like you worried about that, but you look at you, look at your story. So I don't know. I feel like it might just be
It's just weird, I guess, growing up in our time and being raised a certain type of way or whatever. You know what I mean? I guess some of that is still stuck on us in a way because I'm I'm adjusting, but at the same time, I'm still protecting mine. And still trying to keep some of those core values in place because I mean, it is difficult trying to explain to a 6-year-old why two guys are in Walmart hugged up pushing the basket. I gotta try to figure out a way to break that down because she's very smart. You know what I'm saying? And I'm just saying, just the exposure of it all. Like I get it. I'm not bashing nobody. I'm not doing any of that. Like I don't want nobody to. I won't get no Kato the Don hate mail and all. It's not that. I love everybody. I'm the vibe king. I'm just saying it does be some uncomfortable pockets at times though when you got to you got to have the remote in hand to just when your child is watching a show with you or something, and then every show what I'm saying, it's incorporated in every show. You got to try to flip the screen right quick.
Yeah.
To be honest,
that's all I'm saying. I'm just saying, like, it's just,
I mean, if I'm gonna be real though, I mean, it's not even really just that. If anybody's pushing agenda for real, it's the interracial love agenda more than anything. Have you seen your commercials lately? It's always a black chick with a white dude and some beige children. Unless that's just me. Like it's always
I haven't caught that commercial.
Dude, pay attention to your commercials.
The new car commercials.
It's always an interracial family, and it's so.
I think it's because I think everybody now is trying to show unity with everything that's going on with this whole Black Lives Matter stuff and everything. They're like, let's just show that we love the blacks and we love the whites and we love this. And to me, that's what that's. I feel like that's why that's going on right now.
Yeah, I mean, I guess so. I've actually noticed it for quite some time. It's really. Yeah, it's really weird. It's just weird to me when I just know them. I'm just like, why is the black chick always with some white guy? But it is not really a reflection of our society though. Majority of people are with their people because we're tribal. Like, it's tribalism. Interracial relationships is a thing, but it's a small minority, just like homosexuality. Small minority. 90-something% of this planet is heterosexual. Okay, so so it's not.
Man. It's looking kind of them numbers looking like they kind of they
ain't no numbers. There's no. It's just because we live. It's because it's where we live. It's the West, man. This is Western society. That's not a reflection of the rest of the world. A lot of gay people are getting murked in other countries. It's not safe. Literally, it's not safe out there. It's just in the West, there's more tolerance. Thank God, because I mean, why it's savagery happening in other countries, where these people can't even walk outside. They really got to watch out for themselves, So I'm just saying, there's really, I wouldn't say it's just an agenda. It's just trying.
No, I'm listening. I feel this is how I see it. Like when it comes, it's like the world, like you said, it's the last days, right? Mm-hmm. The world is changing right before our eyes. But I feel like how I see it is, it's been going on it's just now public. For example, like me and my mom were talking. Now all of a sudden, weed is so bad. Am I right? Right. We're doing weed back in the 60s and 70s. What was it? 70s? When was it? What was weed heavy? When was it?
In the 70s.
Definitely 70s.
But now all of a sudden it's just so bad.
I thought they were saying it was good now.
No, but I'm saying it's like, ooh, he the weed man. Chat. Ooh, don't invite him to the family reunion.
Right.
But y'all was doing.
Right.
It's been going on though, but that's the thing. But a lot of people are uneducated at the same time. I do realize that people don't have the knowledge, so they, but because I mean, hey, if you wanna, homosexuality predates back to the Bible. All right, that thing that a lot of people like to talk about. So what was Sodom and Gomorrah? What happened? Brimstone annihilated because why? It's been here, man. It's been here since mankind. All right, so it's not nothing new. It's just that, hey, because of advancements in technology, internet, now it's getting put into the forefront, which I think is not so much of a bad thing, because I'm just a peaceful guy. I'm really about the peace stuff. So I don't want to hear people getting killed. I don't want to hear about gay clubs getting shot up just because some dudes who
But
make
see,
their
that right there is
been
a
unstable.
whole different conversation.
Yeah.
Because then you go into the transgenders, and you're going into all that other stuff. So to me, that's a whole different conversation. But it's like when it comes down to like the nightclub, I believe it was Post in Orlando that got shot up.
Yeah.
It's like it's just it can't be. I feel like it's just all communities. Because like they say, it's one thing I've heard, it's one thing to be homosexual, but then it's one thing to be a homosexual and an African American. I want to know what the difference is.
Moving the goalpost, as they say. They always move the goalpost.
Look, we man, this has been an amazing ride. I'm not gonna lie. I knew it was gonna be amazing. I knew it was gonna be electric. I knew the energy was gonna be on a whole nother level. Anything tied with Shelby, man. Like, come on. But we're winding down. I want to thank everybody that rode the wave with us all the way through. Shout out to all of y'all. Y'all are the real champions, and we're really, really grateful and thankful for all of the support. In closing, let's go with our closing remarks. Verse, you want to jump it off?
Yes. I would love to. Yes. It's my time. All right. Well, don't judge me, man. I see you over there smirking, sir. But yeah, so in closing though, yes, this was a phenomenal another episode. I really appreciate Shelby coming through for us. Unfortunately, Jacqueline could not be here with us. So that was unfortunate. But this was still phenomenal all the same. And yeah, just people.
Go ahead, Versus. I'm sorry. Cara just a mess. We got to get Cara on here.
But I was about to say though, just people need to educate yourselves, man. This is the information age. There's no reason that you should still be financially illiterate. Okay, you need to learn budget and things, especially my minorities, man. My black people, we gotta learn how to use our money wisely. The black dollar is the most valued thing in this country. We we spend the most. So we gotta change our habits and things like that. And but other than that, that's it for me. You guys subscribe to my channel if you're not subscribed to it. It is titled J.Versez, as my name. So I got some music on there right now. You guys go check out the music. I got about 8 tracks on there, just for the time being. And also I make weekly content on there as well. I make reactionary content. So, and I talk about several of various type of things, so you guys go check that out. Everybody be safe and, get vaccinated or not. I don't know. That's your choice. Wear your mask and protect yourselves and take care of yourself. Mental health is very important. Very important.
Definitely.
Shelby, in closing remarks.
I just want to thank you guys for having me on here to share my story, my platform, and to vibe with y'all. I had a good time vibing. Follow Budget University on Instagram and join our private Facebook group. It's fun. We have so many people in that group, and they just ask questions and people answer them. You have a question about buying a house, save anything. We hold each other accountable. Follow Budget University, participate in Budget University, reach out to me, follow me, Shelby Patrice _, and also Budget University. And just thank you guys for your support.
Absolutely. In closing, I just want everybody to be more self-aware.
Yeah.
Take better care of yourselves. Love yourselves more, give yourselves a little bit more tender love and care, loving yourself, and feed your mental. Open your eyes up, pay attention to what's going on out here in the world. You know, it's not the same anymore. I know we love the old times and the old ways and all that stuff or whatever, but those days are sadly gone. You know, it's a new era, it's a new way of life that they have introduced us to, this whole new thing or whatever. So we have to get used to it. We have to make the necessary adjustments, and we have to continue to protect ourselves, because this virus is not going anywhere. You know, so if you're going to get vaccinated or whatever, you know, do your research. If, you know, there's research out there or whatever, if you're going to get it, you know, if you're not, take your vitamins, do everything that you need to do to take care of your health. Exercise. Try to eat better, exercise, walk. It's a lot of different things that you could do. You got to go full force, you know, trying to get a 6-pack and all that or whatever, but at least get you some workout in, and eat better. You know, we got to eat a little bit better or whatever. Wear your mask. I love y'all. Y'all make sure that y'all continue to take care of yourself. Also, too, if you are new to the channel, please go and subscribe to our YouTube channel. That's the Vibe Show 97.9. Go and follow there. Share if you love the content.
The video.
Also, VIBEOne, we air every Tuesday at 6 p.m. Central Standard Time, 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. You guys make sure that you just keep up with us. Also, as well, you can log on to our official Vibe Show 97.9 official radio station website. We have music playing 24/7. We are playing music 24/7. Also, for the latest updates, you'll know who's coming on the show, that we got the event calendar and a whole bunch of other things that we got going on the website as well. Also, rush over there to the App Store and get connected. We are in the App Store. You can download the official Vibe Show 97.9 mobile app, and you can have us with you all the time. So get connected. Love y'all. This wraps another show up. Shout out to Shelby Patrice again for being such an amazing guest panelist. We definitely have to put her in the regular rotation to bring her back on here again as a regular. Thank y'all again. Real quick shout out real quick to everybody that was actually on here, that's actually still on here right now. Cara Champion Wines, thank you so much for all the love and all the support. We definitely love you. Erica Harrell, hope I'm saying that right. Shout out to you. Appreciate that love. Vibe Show Casper, appreciate that love. Also, Caleb Reese.
Yeah.
Caleb Reese. Shout out to Caleb Reese. Shout out to Roman Stewart, Buddy the Barber, regular, always in his Vibe family, always checking in, showing love. And everybody else that was on the live that may have dipped in and dipped out, thank y'all too. We love y'all. It's VIBEOne. We see y'all next Tuesday. Same time, same place. Shelby, love you, baby girl.
Love you too, guys.
We out of here. Man, I tell you, this was absolutely amazing.